Right. Mr. Li Hongli for China to open up here on 160. Weighed in at 76 kilos 81. He's been second in Asia, third in the world. And this is his strong phase, David. Twice at the World Championships, he's won the snatch. He won it in 2002 and 2003, but he didn't end up as world champion.
60 kilograms on the bar. Georgi Markov, Bulgaria, second attempt.
He's very happy with himself, that's for sure. He leads the snatch phase, but has he improved on the clean and jerk, or does he continue to need to build the kilos here to give himself a cushion for the clean and jerk? Clean and jerk, recent times, national games, well, he did 197.5 kilos in the national games. Good job by Markov. Keeps himself there. One more attempt to go.
160 kilograms on the bar. Sebastian Dogari, Romania, second attempt.
Not quite as chiseled as he was at 69.
Abbas, please prepare.
Now, Dogariu also going up 5 kilos. Now Dogariu weighed in at 76.51. Markov scribbled over my mark. What was Markov's body weight? 76.94. And Li Hongli 76.81. So Dogariu, the lightest of these three. Good lift.
Good lift. 100.
Yes, and still one to come.
Is the weight. Sufyan Abbas, Qatar, second attempt.
Yeah, there's something about this man that tells me, as I said right from the beginning, stay on the right side of him. He could be a player here for overall medal honours today.
9th place winner of the Athens Olympic Games, Sufyan Abbas from Qatar.
Well, plenty of support, as you would expect, for the man who represents Qatar these days, Sufyan Abbas. Also treading this path of a 5 kilo increase. Now, he weighed in at 76.55, which incidentally is just heavier than Dogariu. So again, Dogariu has just got the edge there. But at the moment, it's all about lifting successfully to keep himself in the competition. Now, I've no doubt that he's got the strength to lift that, David.
So nip and tuck, isn't it, in this class? It's so
60 kilograms remain on the bar.
must be a nightmare for the coaches.
Well, they all know, they've all seen it for 4 or 5 days now since the entry lists and the body weights and the entry totals were put in. They've all known that this was going to be a competition where, you know, you can't really afford to make a mistake. You know, now he's in a situation where he's really got to go for 160 again and not bother about what everybody else is going to do. But as you can see from that graphic, there are a lot of people out there with lifts. Now, they may not all make their third attempts, but he's got to put that out of his mind, and he's got to say, I've got to get 160 to, you know, stay with the class.
That's right, you can't really afford to stay down on that 155.
It will just make life so hard. I mean, he is a man who has clean and jerked 195 kilos. Not this season, though, not in competition.
If you look at the main scoreboard, you can see that what the competitors have.
Lee Hong Lee. Well, there's a big television in the warm-up area there. I'm happy. Things are going okay. I'm watching them like Humpty Dumpty fall off the wall. I'm cool with 160.
And I'm sure the spirits in the Chinese camp must be pretty high after the last few days.
I mean, they're by and large giving an exhibition of weightlifting to everyone who they come up against, but they found their match today, earlier this afternoon, with Pathina Thongsook of Thailand. I said she might be my, well, she is at the moment certainly my female athlete of the championships. She might end up by being my athlete of the championships, man and woman, but we'll have to wait and see about that.
That's better.
Good recovery. But 160 is as far as he can go. Of course, there is a certain Hossein Razazadeh, the Olympic super heavyweight champion. We've always wanted to know whether we could get to 500. Everybody wants to know whether we could get to 500 kilos.
I don't think so. That's my opinion. I think if he was going to do it, he'd have done it by now. He's on 472, 500 kilos. That would be a 225 snatch and a 275 clean and jerk.
So 2 out of 3 for the Iraqi at the moment. Can he make it 3 out of 3?
Of course, weighed in at 77, so right on the limit, hence the extra kilo.
So that leaves him on 156.
And now 100.
The competition just beginning to take shape now.
Poland, third attempt.
As I said, there are quite a few out there with their third and final attempts, but Abbas, when he got the 160, he knew that there's a big chance that not too many of them would run too far away from him. That's why it was so important for him to keep there for the home fans. And Krzysztof Szymiak, 161.
Dobrze zabić.
This will be a new PB.
He's looked good so far.
Have to say 158 was already, but this would be even better. Come on! Oh, great recovery.
Well, it was a press out.
Do you think so?
I think he knows it.
Yeah.
I think he knows it.
I just thought from that bottom position, I was looking at the bottom position rather than looking at the arms, which you were looking at, and I just thought that's a.
Well, you'll see clearly on the.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right. You're right. What a pity.
Well, if you got away with that, I'd have been asking some real questions about the refereeing and the jury. I don't think we're going to see it from this angle.
No, you won't. It's the wrong angle for the replay.
163 kilograms is the weight for Georgi Markov, Bulgaria.
Having said that, he is on 158, so I mean he's he's not completely out of it because of that 158, David. So now Georgi Markov.
Dogario will be next. If he is successful with
So the bar's increased.
163. This is less than what he did in the 69 kilo class. So clearly not in the best shape.
But irrespective, it does keep him very much in the overall medal hunt. Forget about the past, it doesn't matter. What matters is now, on this stage.
It's not there for the Bulgarians at the moment, is it? I don't know what don't know why, but the whole team just you know, maybe they've got a longer range plan.
But he's on 160. You can see the hips are well behind there, and you can't chase the bar like that.
third attempt.
So as you can see, he's third at the moment, but here comes Sebastian Dogariu for Romania.
Wait a bit.
And I'm not sure if is it still? Yeah, it's still 163. Still 163. Yeah, they're just cleaning off the bar.
Well, this would be great. This will guarantee him silver medal. But I think he's got the silver medal, hasn't he? He's weighed in at 76.51.
Yeah, which is light.
So he's already got that.
But it is last. It would mean that Hong Li would at least have to go to 164. Yeah. So time aplenty. Just needs to master the technique. Feeling confident, certainly feeling hopeful.
Nice.
Well done. 3 out of 3. Just what we needed.
And Dogariu confirmed his leading position.
So Dogariu takes the overall lead in the competition.
Interesting, bar going to 65 again. You see a kilo more than what he actually needs to take the gold medal.
Obviously feeling mega confident, but also, David, remember what I said early on. Traditionally, when you go back and you analyze Li Hong Li's performances, the strength has always been in this first phase. This is where he's built his kilos and given himself the platform by which he's actually achieved, you know, silver at the Asian Championships in 2004, a bronze in the World Championships in 2003. And he may have won the national title just last month, but this is the world stage. This is where he's really got to prove it, and he's yet to really do that. So Li Hong Li, 165 to take the snatch gold and to give himself a 2 kilo advantage going towards the second half. And remember, he's still got a third attempt.
So it's gold for China.
Now he's got to take this third attempt, David.
The next weight.
Can't rest on his laurels here.
No, as you say, weaker in the clean and jerk, so he's got to make the best of this phase.
Because a lot of failures. You've got Markov on 160, Abbas on 160, but both of them potentially dangerous in clean and jerk. Dogariu, of course, 163. So the big question here is judgment.
Doing exactly that. He's going for 170. So trying to put a bit of distance between him and the rest of the field.
Well, he's done it. He's been there. But this is, you know, 160 was very comfortable. 165, solidly there. 170. This is now big. This is a serious question. The world record, of course, 173 for the snatch. But no chance, obviously, of getting near that. No interest in getting that. That would be Sergei Filimonov's record. Quite know how important this is. We think it's very important. He's taking his time. So third attempt. About 30 seconds. But this is right on the mark, so is he strong enough? Will he get the technique right? Focus on the moment. The door is open for the others.
Yes, that could be very, very costly. Still, he's got the gold on the snatch.
But he's only 2 kilos ahead of Sebastian Dogariu of Romania. He's only 5 ahead.